So we'll see if that helps. IRWD. We were just talking about IRWD. They put out a press release about 7:05 this morning, and the stock has gone from $3.24 to $4.47. Nice move on the press release. All right. So we're going to continue to watch. VBIX still not doing anything. WOK, WOK. This is Pinky stock. Boom. Look at that. Pinky, are you watching that? I'll bet you are. It's working now. All right, good deal. Good deal. Good deal. All right. For some reason, that phone just doesn't like YouTube. I don't know what's going on with that. It's being very selective. Look at WOK, W-O-K. It is waking up. WorkMed. Finally. Pinky, it got the boomy boom. Pinky said she's pretty happy about that. Good morning. It's working now. All right, good deal. Good deal. Glad to see it's working finally. Boy, WOK, W-O-K, WorkMed Technology. That thing just woke up, woke. From about $2.14 to $2.50 in the last 4 minutes. That thing finally woke up. And that has a really small float on it. Do we remember what the float is on that? I remember that was really, really small. Looks like BVC, that Bit, can't even talk, Bit Ventures. Let's see if that one's moving. It spiked a little bit, but not liking it at this moment. 244. 250. Let's put this up on the 5-minute chart. Let's pull it up on the 5-minute and see how we're doing here. So we spiked to 249. Micro mini float. Boy, it woke up out of nowhere, didn't it? The Vicky fan club. A lot of Vickies in there, isn't there? Pinky wants $5. $5 on WOK. I hope you get it. I hope that thing just goes berserk. Been really slow this morning on press releases. It's been really slow. A lot of class action lawsuits. That's about it. IRWD is so far about the only one that's really moved at all on a press release this morning. So hopefully that'll change at 8 o'clock. Hopefully you'll get something. Vicky, good morning. Yeah, I had a good New Year's Eve, but I didn't see the ball drop. I was in bed and asleep by like 8:45. I know that's pathetic and it's sad and I know, but I was tired and I'd had a full day of work and I just was tired. It's the older you get, it's just another day. It's like birthdays for me. It's just another day. Just another day. IRWD just wicked back up to 447. WOK still hanging in there. I'm going to switch back to the 1 minute chart, see where we're at here. Nice big pop to 447 on IRWD. DJ, good morning. Happy New Year. Rick, IRWD, maybe 470? That'd be kind of nice. It's quite a climb so far. Nvidia, what's it doing? Well, it popped up this morning, a couple bucks. Trending down right now, since 7 o'clock anyway. But yeah, it popped up pretty good this morning. IRWD, round 3 for Mike, 423 to 445, scalping it off. I like that. Darn good. You made it to 9:15. I didn't make it that late. Yeah, I'm definitely a wild man. I'm in bed early on New Year's Eve. Oh gosh. You know you're getting older when you're going to bed just about the time you'd be going out on the town when you were younger. Carlo, DFX moving. Jason made it to 10:30. Even my mother, who's 87 years old, made it to midnight. RUBI, Rubico Incorporated. Got a little bit of a punch up there. Yeah, so my 87-year-old mother stayed up later than I did. But I'm not embarrassed by it. I'm happy. Trust me, I got a good night's sleep. Good night's sleep and no hangover. Gosh, can't hardly beat that. Oh my gosh. RUBI, Ruby. It's trying. That's that Rubico Incorporated that I just mentioned to you. It is trying to push up. We've got it on the screen here for you. I don't see any news on it or anything. There's no press releases. I just wanted to point out to you that it was pushing up a little bit. Now, it's listed as a micro float on scans. I'm not sure I believe the float size. They've got it listed with 101,000 public float. Now, I don't know that I believe that. That seems a bit outrageous, but it's hard to tell. Okay, here we go with the 8 o'clock press releases. Let's see what pops up here. VBIX, DCO traders begin on big move in Delcath system stocks. UAVS announces successful drone and sensor sale to the U.S. Army. UAVS. Eagle NXT announces successful drone and sensor sale to the U.S. Army. Then we've got NEXN. Announces December 2025 share repurchase summary and approval of a new $40 million program. So let's take a look while we're here and take a look at UAVS on that news. Let's see what the stock is doing on that press release. So right off the bat, we went from about 83 cents, 83.7, so we'll call it 84 cents, to 95 cents on that press. Let's see if it's going to go any higher for us. Rubico, RUBI, has entered into a purchase agreement to acquire a vessel-owning company from Top Ships. Thank you, JC. Appreciate that a bunch. RUBI. Okay, UAVS kind of stuck here at 95. Let's see if this thing will pop through a buck for us. Let's pull back and look at the 6-month chart. Hasn't been below $1 for very long. About half a month or so. Let's see if it'll break $1. $0.96. And of course we need to look at VBIX, not doing anything. Ruby. RWD. IRWD's holding up pretty decently. Looks like it's consolidating at the moment. Looks like it could pop through 450 relatively easy there. Alex, good morning. All right, UAVS. Looking for that break of $1. GCT completes acquisition of new classic home furnishings. I'm going to give you this one. It's I don't know. Anyway, GCT. GigaCloud Technologies completes the acquisition of new classic home furnishings. No volume. Not a terrible float, 26 million, but there's no volume. Nothing. All right, UAVS pushing for that. We hit 98.99. Mm. CT. IRWD so far is holding up. It's not giving up its gains yet. Not yet. Evero, good morning. T-Money, good morning. 436, 438, 439 on IRWD. That'll get fun if that breaks at 450. Boy, that'll be fun. UAVS. We hit 99 cents. It's really struggling to get above a buck. Watch it break a buck. And pop to about 104, 105, 106, and then get pulled back down again. RWT 99.99. 101, 102, 102 and a half, 103, 104, 105, 106. We just wicked up to 108. Chow from this morning is trying to get back over a buck. Beach Bum, UAVS 91 to 103. Good quick scalp there. Steve 96 to 106. Nice trade. Wicked up to 108. Come on, baby. $93 to 1. Your wife got 91 to 1. Nicely done. Tapen, we're looking at UAVS. They put out a press release at 8 o'clock. Phoebe, thank you for the double fireworks. And good morning, by the way. Work or don't eat, it's going to 125. Good morning, Phoebe. G-Men, good morning. T-Money. If I missed anybody, I do apologize. ABS, trying to go back. Will we break that high of 108? Will it pop? Max, good morning. Woke going back to sleep again. UAVS 108, 108.9, almost 109, almost back up again. Max, good morning and Happy New Year. Happy New Year to everybody. It's going to be a great year. Lucky, good morning from Los Angeles. Good morning. Darn good. He's everywhere. Lucky, good morning. You're up early. It's got to be what, 5 o'clock in the morning there? 108.9, looking for 110. There's 110. Come on. 109. Anybody else bank on that little press release? $5:13 in the morning. Wow. I lived in one of the suburbs there of LA when I was little, Norwalk. If you know where that, I'm sure you probably know where Norwalk is at. I lived in Norwalk for about 6 years when I was little. $110. Almost 111. 110.9. So it was almost 111. Yeah, I haven't been to Norwalk since 1981. I think 1981 I went to Norwalk, but I was only there for about 2 days and I didn't recognize anything. It had changed so much. My neighborhood that I lived in when I was little was for the most part gone. It was completely redone, and I mean, none of the buildings were there anymore. It was really didn't recognize it. Alabama Mike 93 to 107 on UAVS. DVLT short squeeze today. That would be nice. $28.8 million shares shorted on that one. But it's got a 223 million public float. But anyway, be nice. Be nice to see a nice squeeze on something. All right. Hoth, H-O-T-H. H-O-T-H. Hoth Therapeutics expands oncology pipeline with dual patent filings, establishing novel oncology dermatology IP platform. That's patent filings. That's different than actually getting a patent. It's filings. But the stock is up about 5%. Look at UAVS, 112. Nice. Not bad from 84 cents. Trapper 97 to 108. Nicely done. Nicely done. Oh, all right. Not seeing anything else. There's no new press releases popping up. Pinky, 92 to 112. Nicely done. Nicely done. That's exciting. Good way to start the new year out. Happy New Year to everybody too, by the way. Wondering how much UAVS has left in the engine. Is it out of gas? Fern Meadow, Happy New Year. Lucky, you still with us on YouTube? SIDU climbing. SIDU. That's been a real go-to stock for several days. It's you get some nice climbs out of that thing. Good day traders love this stock. Day traders love this stock. You can scalp off of this stock so nicely. SIDU. All right, let's look at PAVS. PAVS starting to punch up just a little bit on low volume. Not getting a tremendous amount of volume. Very low volume, I should say. Debbie, good morning. Yeah, there's very little movement there in terms of volume. Let's go back and look at UAVS again. Oh my. How about that? 114. Anybody still holding? Or is everybody locking in profit up here? Air's getting thin. Air's getting thin up here. All right. Well, we're going to pop over to YouTube. We're already live on YouTube on Traveling Trade Adventures. So we're going to go there now, and we're going to call out the 8:30 press releases on YouTube. So if you'd like to see what comes up at 8:30, may not be anything come up at 8:30. I don't know. It's Friday. Friday is always a real slow day for news, typically. So hard to say what's going to pop up at 8:30, but if you'd like to pop in there and see if something is showing up, by all means, just go to YouTube, type in the search, look for Traveling Trade Adventures, and come in there and join us. And that's where we will be. Alabama Mike still got 20%. Not sure where that's going to go. And remember, it is Friday, so there's no after hours live streaming today for after hours market because it's Friday and I don't do it on Friday. Darn good. Good morning over on YouTube. All right, we're going to pop over to YouTube for a little while. You guys have a great morning, a great afternoon, and we will see you bright and early Monday morning on TikTok at 7:45 in the morning, if you can join us, and we'll do the 8 o'clock press releases. We'd love to have you. God bless, and Happy New Year to everybody. Go take a look at Ruby, R-U-B-I. So let's pop up Ruby. Remember Ruby? I made 88 cents on TikTok this morning. Woo woo. So Ruby trying to push up. UAVS is hanging on. It's trying. It's trying to hang in there. PAVS still trying to climb up. Very low volume, but it's trying to move up. It's getting, the volume's increased quite a bit since last time we looked at it. So, just saying, PAVS, just keep an eye on it. 88 cents, that's right. I'm getting rich on TikTok. So let's see if Paves pops. See if we can get up over this 217, 218, break 220, and take a nice solid run at 250. And UAVS still hanging in there pretty tight. Still trying. Now we get to get excited. Now that we're into January here, we get to get excited about tax time. Now we get to think about all the taxes that we get to pay this year. So we've got Paves here on the screen, waiting to see if it pops a little. UAVS on the screen. I doubt this is correct on Paves. Scans has the float at 67,000. That can't be right. Momo Screener has it at 53,000. What's everybody else got on it? That's what Webull shows as well. Can it truly be that low? 2.2 million on Schwab. That I would be more likely to believe. It's moving up. I think I'd believe 2 million before I would believe 50,000. I think if that only had a 50 or 60,000 public float, it would be flying right now. But even 2 million is not bad. 2 million is a really good float. That is definitely a good setup with that kind of a float. UAVS is hanging in there. It's consolidating. So let's keep an eye on UAVS and Paves at the moment. Let's see. DVLT still pushing up. DVLT had a nice little curl up here in the last 6 or 7 minutes. All right, we've got about 1 minute to go. If you can hang on for just another minute, we'll give you those 8:30 press releases. IRWD, is that one curling back up? Been a while since we looked at that one. IRWD. Trying another nice gainer this morning. $425 to $442 on IRWD for Pinky. Nice. 67K on Webull. UAVS, boom. 117. All right, 10 seconds to go. Let's see what the market throws out here. Hopefully something. All right, 8:30. What do you got for me? What do you got for me, 8:30? CDT engages Foresight Bioadvisory to support solid form out licensing strategy. Curr, CURR, strategic divestment of controlling interest in Tranglo to new margin holding for $400 million. So it's a divestment of controlling interest in Tranglo or Tranglo to new margin holding for $400 million. CURR. JDZG, this is a microfloat, enters into a strategic cooperation with South Korea Education Group, launching its global market strategy. JDZG. It's a microfloat, but not thrilled about the news. But it is a microfloat, so you got to pay attention. DSY. Big Tree Cloud Holdings Limited announces AI business expansion, key management appointments, and changes. ONDS. We've traded that one before. ONDS announces plan to change its name from Ondas Holdings to Ondas Inc. Establishes a West Palm Beach as corporate headquarters. Now, JDZG, that's the one that was the microfloat that I just gave you. Make sure you're keeping an eye on it. We know what microfloats can do. So let's pull up. Let's see what CURR is doing. Okay, so we spiked and pulled back. Let's look at that microfloat, JDZG. Let's look at UAVS. UAVS hanging in there still. IRWD still hanging in there. Ruby, not real impressed with that one. SIDU, it's a roller coaster. Chow coming down. That was really it. DSY announces AI expansion. Let's look at UAVS. UAVS hanging in. Hanging in there. BVC just ring under. What's the difference between beer nuts and their nuts? Or GDCG. GDCG. Yeah, SIDU is being a roller coaster, that's for sure. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. I can't quite decide where it wants to go. So I said earlier, the day traders love that stock because you can scalp off of it all day long. JDZ. Let's go back and look at Data Vault DVLT. That one's still pushing up, still looking pretty strong. Can't seem to get above 80, but it is holding up. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Yeah, it's up, down, goofy. That's for sure. TSY. Nothing moving. SIDU. Here goes SIDU again with this little climb up. IRWD going sideways still. Momo scanner's not moving. Hadn't moved in 5 minutes. That gives you any idea what's moving out there. Oh, JDZG was one I was just looking at. That's the one with that little press release. It's not the kind of headline that grabs a lot of attention. FBLG. FBLG getting a pop here. FBLG. Not yet, Rob. Still waiting. UAVS getting pulled down. Not seeing anything at the moment. If you guys see anything moving up, by all means. FBLG, take a look. What was the news on that one, Rick? I don't see any. FBLG. FBLG. Don't see any news on that. It's a patent application. Phase 1 and Phase 2. FBLG. $91 to $101 on Chow. For Pinky, it's a 10-cent kind of day. Chow moving up. Back up to where it was at 7 o'clock this morning. Boy, what a dip and a push back up. Wow. From $1, got pushed all the way down to about 87 cents, and now it's back up over $1 again. PRZO. ParaZero secures their first order from Israeli Defense Entity for Defend Air Counter UAS systems. But I don't see any dollar amounts, so we don't know how big that order is. That's on PRZO. 14 million public float. 1.4 million shares shorted on it with about 3 days to cover. No volume really to speak of. It's at 85,000 on volume. I wish it had a dollar amount on the order so we could tell if it was a big order or not, but let's take a look, see what it's doing price-wise. Thank you, JC. I'd be a little bit more confident about PRZO if I knew what the dollar amount here was. You know, is it a $2 million contract? Is it a $60 million order? Makes a big difference. So I just as soon stay away from it without knowing any of the details. Now, if somebody comes up with some details, by all means share them, but I don't see any details on it. It just says it was their first order from the Israeli Defense. See. Well, we'll stick with you for another 15 minutes if you want to get those 9 o'clock press releases on YouTube. We'd be more than happy to hang out with you. DVLT, Data Vault, DVLT bolsters their intellectual property and litigation capabilities, with the addition of Kazowitz LLP, led by Mark Kazowitz, to their legal team. Pretty fluffy news, but it is up 17%. But seems a bit on the fluffy side to me. IRWD. Let's go back and look at Ironwood. Boom. 459. Not bad from 309 this morning. MGTX. Inks. Let's see. $18 million share purchase deal with Perspective Advisors. Perceptive Advisors. MGTX says they have inked a $18 million share purchase deal with Perceptive Advisors. Phoebes, good morning. IRWD, come on, baby, push up. We just hit 459. IRWD's really been moving nice for us here this morning. Nice push on that press release, I have to say. $3.21. We just hit 462. Nice start, I guess, for start of the new year. $462. We might actually push it up to 470. That MGTX that inked an $18 million share purchase deal. They have a 37 million public float, 4 million shares shorted, 4.9, so almost 5 million shares shorted. But there's no volume there today, this morning. 140 shares, so pretty uneventful at the moment. IRWD, we keep hitting 462 here. We need to punch up through that. You think it'll hit 470, Mutter? Looks like it wants to. Chow going sideways. Trapper, you have a great day. I will see you on Monday morning. Fresh start for the new year on Monday morning. I'm excited. I'm really looking forward to Monday. I'm going to get up especially early on Monday. I'm going to be ready. Let's look at Data Vault. Data Vault trying to push back up, trying to curl its way back up and get back where it was at. DVLT. Come on. Well, I hope everybody had a good New Year's Eve. Everybody was safe, not too hungover the next morning. At least I hope. Oh gosh, I remember those days. Waking up in the morning doubting your existence. Never fun. Let's look at DVLT. Boy, DVLT is really trying to push back up where it was at. We hit a high there of 79.5, back to 78.8. It's trying to get back where it was at. I'm really excited about Monday. I hope everybody can make it. A lot of people still on vacation, though. I'm just waiting for it to warm up. IRWD, come on. 462, 463. Come on. Any minute now. Is it my birthday? No, it's not my birthday. MGTX, share repurchase, share purchase deal with Perceptive Advisors. Still no volume on that stock. 140 shares. Let's see, PAVS 463 on IRWD. Ironwood, come on, 470. 470 is what we're looking for. Doesn't have far to go. Doesn't have far. One big push on volume. Get a bunch of retail in there all at once, and it'll pop. Thank you for hitting the subscribe button on Traveling Trade Adventures. I do appreciate that a lot. Happy New Year. Cab, Happy New Year. Going to be a good year. If it had ever warm up down here, my goodness. Still flirting around the upper 30s, low 40s here in Central Florida. Not good vacation kind of weather. It's cold. It's just too darn cold. Let's take a look at PAVS. PAVS. Haven't looked at that one in a minute. PAVS. That one's starting to push up just a little. PAVS starting to push up just a little bit. Yeah, 40 feels pretty good when you're sitting in 9-degree weather. 40 feels pretty good, but when you're used to 70 and 80, 40 doesn't feel too good. Just waiting for it to warm up here, at least in the 70s. I want to get the RV out and go camping here in Florida. But the weather, I don't want to camp. I don't want to camp when it's cold. I mean, I can. I got heat and all that, but I don't know. I'd rather camp when the weather's nice. Evero 17. Wow. New York is cold. 21 doesn't feel good. Well, hopefully it warms up here soon. It got up to 68 yesterday, I think. Morning started off at 31 degrees. 31. Below freezing in Florida, at Central Florida. No less. It was cold. And it only got up to like 68 degrees for the day. Sky was blue. The sun was out. If you're sitting in the sun, it felt pretty good. The sun was hot, but it was just cold. So once it gets up into the 70s again consistently, I'll be out in the RV. I'm going to take it out and go camping somewhere. Did you have a good New Year's Eve? Yeah, I had a good New Year's Eve for the most part. I was asleep by 8:45. I didn't stay up till midnight. I just tired, just had a lot going on, been busy, a lot of business stuff going on happening, and I just had to fall asleep. PAVS 233. We got this one on the screen. Mutter, does your Zoom link still work? Have you tried it? Oh, you went to sleep at 8:45 a.m. Wow. Better than I could do. All right, Ironwood still hanging in there. BBLT still hanging in there. UAVS still hanging in there. SIDU going sideways. Ruby down. Let's see if PAVE keeps going. Well, I'll have to get you a new one sent to you. TBLT, Data Vault, MTGX, JAGX awarded $240,000 FDA grant. Class action lawsuit, 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 lawsuit. 9 o'clock was nothing but lawsuits, class action lawsuits, except for JAGX, Jaguar Health. And that was just a $240,000 FDA grant. And it was for, the grant was for a drug for the treatment of chemotherapy-induced diarrhea for dogs. That's what that was. So I'm not sure I would expect that one to move much. Now let's go back and look at Ironwood. 471. There's that 470 we were looking for. How many of you hung on for 470? Wow. There's that 470. Let's look at it on the 5-minute chart. Let's see what it looks like on the 5-minute chart. Looks fabulous. I like the 5-minute chart. 474. 475. 1-minute chart doesn't look bad either, really. PL, no, that's not. Nah, that's crap news. Chow starting to push up just a fuzz. DVLT. IRWD 480. Boom. Is right. Vicki, you have a great weekend. Yeah, that was nice. That was nice, Rick. That was real nice. Maybe 5? Oh, I don't know. Anybody think that'll go to 5? Got Chow on the screen here. It's still hanging in there. Class action lawsuit. 2 more class action lawsuits popped up. We've really been saturated with those things. We've got a stock coming off of a reverse split this morning. So you may not be able to trade it because a lot of platforms lock them up when they first come off the split. And you might have to wait an hour, sometimes 2 hours, sometimes all day. Depends on the platform. And some of them right away you can trade on it. But RVYL. RVYL. That one's coming off a reverse split this morning. So it should have a relatively small float, all things considered. Boy, that'd be something if that ran all the way to 5. Chow now up to 104, still slowly grinding its way up. Steve, you have a great day. I'll see you on Monday morning. Bright and early Monday morning, ready to go. Ready to make something happen. Thank you for hitting the subscribe button to all those that did. I do appreciate it very much. Fund. Senate Corporation, why the market is so slow. KLAR. Action lawsuit, stub, BLT, IRWD, trying to make back what it lost off this little dip here. Chow at 104, 105. CHOW. Oh my goodness. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Get a lot of your chores done over the weekend. I'm hoping for it to warm up. IRWD, Ironwood Pharmaceuticals. Excuse me. Looks like it wants to punch again. Maybe back up to 480. We're at 474. Won't take much to push that up. Come on. A lot of selling going on. A lot of selling. Hot tub is 103. Hey, that sounds great. Speaking of hot tubs, I can't wait to get back down to the Keys. Oh, that campground that I stay at down in the Keys has got a hot tub. Big one. Great big huge hot tub. It feels so good when, especially early in the morning when it's cold or chilly. Especially when you have the whole thing to yourself. That's really nice. AMC. Nothing. PRZO trying to curl up. Where are we at with Ruby? Ruby. That thing's been barcoding. Chow is kind of stuck here at 104, 105. It can't seem to break 105. Neon, Neon. Appointment of Merrick Gassam as the Executive Vice President of Sales and Marketing. That doesn't do us any good. BNBX trying to push up a little. Man, not much going on right now. Not much happening here. Not much. Let's see where we're at with Ironwood. Ironwood's getting pulled down. UAVS hanging in there. SIDU curling up. Chow still trying to get past 105. DVLT still trying to get past 80. Everything seems to have hit a ceiling here at the moment. Got about 18 minutes to go till the market opens. I hope you guys do very well today when the market opens, if you're going to continue trading through the open. I am not. I'm going to be done. Pre-market's done. I'm done for the day. I'm going to enjoy the weekend. Get my eyes off the computer screen and enjoy the weather. Temperature's up to 52 now, so it's slowly warming up. It's going to hopefully a nice day today. But thank you again, everybody on Traveling Trade Adventures. Remember, the channel is not just about stock trading. It is primarily about RV lifestyle, RV traveling, and stock trading. So it's going to cover both. So when I hit the road and start traveling, as soon as it starts to warm up a little bit, a lot of the content is going to be RV related, travel related destinations, and some stock trading thrown in there every morning. So a lot to look forward to, and I'm excited about it. I really am. But thank you for hitting the subscribe button. We're going to say goodbye for right now and get back to our Zoom meeting in progress. We do Zoom in the mornings, every morning, every trading day, I should say, through our website, wolfpackcommunity.com. Look at DVLT. Wow. Boom. It was having trouble getting up through 80, and it just busted up there. About 80 and a half. That was a nice little punch. So, Traveling Trade Adventures, you guys have a great weekend. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for hitting the subscribe button. I really appreciate that a lot. Thank you for checking out a few of the videos, commenting, hitting the like button, or whatever you guys do. I do appreciate it very much. And I'll see you guys Monday morning, 7:45. Monday morning, 7:45, right here. All right? Great weekend. God bless.